Hey y'all, this is Easton Explorers. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is Conversations on a Couch. I still have no idea how to do an intro. Before I get started, let me fill you in on a couple of timeline gaps here. So, you'll probably remember that I used to live in New York. I spent like 2.5 years in New York or so, a year in Boston before that. I did some vlogs here and there in Boston and New York. So, life update, because I have not vlogged in so long. I live in Florida now. I've been living here for about a month and I'm loving it. Now, I haven't had a car in about 3 years because I've lived in New York, Boston, right? I had public transit or Uber, Lyft. Like I never needed a car. So I got one when I got here. I can't wait to show it to you. But right now, I want to talk about one thing that I'm not too fond of here in Florida, and that is red lights. Florida red lights take forever. As a matter of fact, here's a list of things you could complete while you wait for a Florida red light to turn green. You could watch every episode of Game of Thrones, hopefully right up to that last season, and then hopefully the light turns green and you can just go save yourself the trouble. You could load 3 web pages from the 90s style internet using dial-up. If you know, you know. You could get through TSA in Atlanta. You could complete a triathlon. You could leave your car in the lane and then just come back and get it the next morning. You could start a family. Oh, you're single? Don't worry. During a Florida red light, you've got plenty of time. You could paint your nails and have them totally dry. You could make a friend. Does it take anyone else a long time to make friends? Or no? Okay, well, you get the point. It takes a long time for these red lights to turn green. And on top of that, there's traffic. Now, I do not understand traffic. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's look it up. I've got my computer right there in front of me. Let's look this up. Okay, Google says traffic is caused by too many cars and not enough space. I have a different theory. I think traffic is caused by people not following the right and left-hand lane rules. Now, if you don't know what that is, right-hand lane, slower traffic. I'm talking like speed limit to slower, right? And then the left-hand lane, you've got faster, right? So I'm talking like anything above the speed limit to the speed of light. But people completely break this rule sometimes. I feel like this doesn't even have to be said, but I'm saying it. Stay in your lane. Hey, that's great. That's great advice for life. Stay in your lane. Same thing goes for the highway. If you're gonna drive slower, don't go into that left-hand lane. No, that's crazy, right? Stay in the right-hand lane. If you're gonna go fast, enjoy that left-hand lane. So think about this. Right-hand lane, right, really, really slow. Left, laser beam fast, right? That's off the cuff. Let me draw this out real quick. Let's draw some lanes, dot, 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 dot. Okay, and hey, here's a car. Yeah, looks just like a car. And let's call this car the speed limit car, right? It's a slower car. It's the one in the right-hand lane. Let's also draw a left-hand lane car. All right, nice. Let's call this one speed, right? Ooh, goes fast. Okay, they're both going forward. Totally understandable. And now there is a car in the right-hand lane in front of the other car. Now, at this point, this car can go up and merge, right, back into the right-hand lane. That's an important step right there. Make sure you go back into the lane from which you came, unless you want to go fast. I mean, there you have it. My artwork's not Picasso level, but it's something. It's common sense. I shouldn't have to say it, but then again, I get in that left-hand lane and I get behind a car and I'm like, I think you belong in the right-hand lane. No shame. Just stay in your lane. Y'all, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure and smash that like button. I hear the YouTube algorithm requires it. So give me one of these. Make sure and subscribe. Y'all, thank you again. Until next time.